Or what if the biggest energy drain in your life isn't stress, but autopilot? Today, we're talking about how AI can actually help you wake up from people pleasing. Hey, friends, I'm Sandy Bartlett, and this is Journey to Self Power Beyond People Pleasing. For so many of us, people pleasing feels like autopilot. We say yes, we smooth things over, we do the expected thing without even stopping to ask if it's what we want. That's where boredom creeps in. Life looks busy, but it doesn't feel alive. That's why I created two AI companions, Gutsy Gertie and Gritty Grace. They're not here to replace your voice or your wisdom. They're here to wake you up when you're about to check out, remind you that your needs matter, and help you practice new ways of showing up for yourself. So, before we get into the episode, let's do our intuitive moment. The card I drew for today is the Four of Cups with the keyword boredom. This card often shows up when we've slipped into autopilot, going through the motions, saying yes without thinking, and settling for fine instead of alive. For people pleasers, boredom doesn't mean you're not busy, it means you're not fulfilled. You're pouring energy into everyone else's lives, but your own spark is running dim. The Four of Cups is a reminder to wake up. It asks, where have you been numbing out or checking out instead of choosing what lights you up? And this is exactly where tools like Gutsy Gertie come in. She helps you pause in those bored, automatic yes moments and ask, do I really want this? Or am I just defaulting to please? And your mantra for that? I release autopilot and choose what makes me come alive. For much of my life, I was the dependable one, the helper, the fixer, the one everyone could count on. But behind the smile, I was often drained, restless, and yes, bored. Not because I didn't have enough to do, but because I wasn't living my life and I was living everyone else's. That's the Four of Cups. Life looks full from the outside, but inside it feels empty. You're showing up, checking boxes, saying yes to all the things, and yet wondering why you feel flat. That's the cost of people pleasing. It keeps you safe, but it robs you of aliveness. That's why I created Gutsy Gertie, not to replace coaching, community, or real connection, but to give women like you a tool for awareness and practice. She'll ask you things like, do you actually want this? Or are you saying yes because it feels safer? She'll role play boundary setting conversations with you. And she tailors her reflections to your people pleasing persona: caretaker, chameleon, peacemaker, performer, or ghost. And then there's her sister sidekick, Gritty Grace. If Gertie helps you catch the moment and pause, Grace goes deeper. She pushes you to reframe patterns, see where you've been abandoning yourself, and remind you of your worth when you're tempted to shrink. Together, they're a 1-2 punch of guts and grace, helping you move from bored autopilot into intentional, aligned choices. For your inner reflection, where in your life do you feel that restless boredom, the sense of going through the motions but not really choosing yourself? What dream, desire, or spark have you been ignoring because pleasing felt safer? And what might shift if you let yourself pause long enough to hear your own yes or your own no? For your whispers of wisdom, as I've reminded my clients, autopilot keeps you safe, but never satisfied. Safety might feel comfortable, but satisfaction comes when you wake up, choose yourself, and step into what really makes you come alive. For your empowerment action this week, notice one area where you've been running on autopilot. Maybe it's automatically agreeing to a request or filling your calendar with commitments that drain you. Pause before responding. Ask yourself, am I choosing this or just defaulting to please? Then practice a different response, whether it's a graceful no or a yes that comes from genuine desire. Even one intentional choice can break the cycle of boredom and bring you back to life. And if you need help with that, you can always access Gutsy Gertie to help you reframe that no. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you want access to go deeper, Gritty Grace is in the membership, Journey to Self-the Awakening. Both of the links are below in the description. At the end of the day, AI isn't about replacing your humanity. It's about reminding you of it. And sometimes we all need that gutsy cheerleader and that gritty guide who calls us back to ourselves. Until next time, be true to you.